Hey, good afternoon, good evening, all depends where you're at. This is the last time we'll be using the Little Red Wagon. I do still mix the feed by hand down here. Try to keep things nice and clean, fresh feed. Always makes happy cattle. I went ahead and shut the fans off, and so I can talk here for a minute. Cattle seem pretty happy at the moment. So I throw the corn silage down here and I'll mix it in with a shovel with a wagon. It's just about empty, and we'll be using the mixer and feeding up there on now and bringing the mixer down or piling it and shoveling it back into the feed troughs. So skid loader is not working, it's throwing codes. I know a lot of people get tired of hearing about New Holland and the New Holland story, but that machine is not that old. I should look at it. You can go back in our videos. I think it's a 2-year-old machine now. Not quite, maybe. This December it will be 2 years old. Has 700 hours on it. Went through almost 8 sets of tires. Some of them were used. We run it hard. That's what we were told to do. And now the DEF system is clogged again. Yes, I want to get rid of it. It's a financial burden, and especially when it runs out of warranty. It's I think it was 3 years, 3,000 hours, not even close to 3,000 hours, and so it's a lemon. Is all L230s a lemon? Maybe not. Newer models might be great, but I won't buy another one. Guarantee you that. Right now I'm using my shovel to mix feed, and I've been doing it for a long time down here, and I just like the way that the results. These are bottled calves. They're just getting ready to wean these batch. As you can see, at 6 weeks they look pretty nice and clean and healthy and peppy, and no scours. Next group here, this is a group we just cleaned out, and Madeline's in here. Where is she? She's something else. She's taking a drink up here at the moment. So, and Jerry's in here. Everybody kind of remember Jerry. Little update on him. He's special. Madeline's almost big enough to go back up with the Angus, but I'll probably just leave her in here. She's doing well. And we got group number 2 over here. They're probably in the 550 range, and then we have some 700 weights over there at the other end. This wet weather has been hard on bedding. It takes a lot to keep them happy, keep them clean. But I like clean calves, happy calves. Just they do well. So, and I'll start coughing now just because I talked about how happy calves. They eat their grain too fast, I guess. There's Madeline for drinking. This batch here, some nice calves in here. Different age group in here a little bit again. We got some heifers, quite a few heifers in this batch. So, let's see. So just a short video here. I was gonna mix some feed and show you what I do, and with the wagon and stuff. So it's not the ideal thing, but the whole purpose of this video is the last time we'll be using the Little Red Wagon. And oh yeah, we did put a thermostat up. We got our first thermostat up. Let's go over here and look at that quick. That's set at 60, so at night if the temperature drops, we have been having some cool nights. And just give you a little. There's a thermostat, and I think it's set right at 60, so when it hits 60, it'll shut the fans down on this end, and I did not get the fans in at the other end yet, so that's on the agenda. Corn has been a rough season, so there's Madeline. She's a calf. I'll tell you a little story about her. I only fed her a couple bottles. She laid out in the pasture, wasn't feeling good. We brought her in on a sled, fed her some milk. She ate a couple bottles at first. One day she woke the bottle, she would not eat it. So I said, okay, so we took the chain off her and left her go wherever she wanted on the farm. And I think she turned out really well. She's a nice solid calf. That's a heifer calf, by the way. So that calf did not die, but we raised it on a low budget because it didn't eat much. So she's tough and built tough. And then you can see there's some manure in her tail, and I don't like that. I try to pop that off, but what happens is I'll cut the circulation off and they lose their tail. But I'm hoping it falls off here shortly. It's been working its way down, so I don't think she'll lose her tail because there's enough room in it. But overall, she's a really gorgeous animal. She'll do well here on the farm. But there's a kind of a story that we took care of her. I drug her out from the mud in a sled, and we just did what we could, and she didn't want nothing to do with the bottles, and she just ate a little grain here and there and lots of water, and there 230 is. That's Madeline. She fell underneath the fence out in the pasture and had a rough start. So what I do is I just pull some grain out, fill a bucket up. There's not much in here anymore, like I said. So it's gonna be nice to have an auger, a bin. I know we had some guys asked about the bin and what it cost. I think I have $3,800 in it, complete, delivered, no tax, so being farm use. I'll throw a little clip in here before I go, but you can see what we're feeding here. It's barley, corn, minerals. I never got the full analysis on it, but yet. So I'll just dump it on top of the feed and mix it in with the shovel. One thing nice about the bin, we're going to be able to keep up how many pounds we're going to be feeding because we can weigh it out on the TMR mixer for each group. Each group needs different amounts. I'm making a group for pen 3 there for right now. So I like to see them get about 250 pounds of this grain mix plus corn silage. So what I'll do is then I'll grab a shovel, fill the trash can up. Yes, it sounds like work, but we'll fill that can up and then I'll drag it up there and throw it in the trough. But alright, let me finish this up and I'll throw a picture of the bin in here again. And we'll do a video when the first truckload of feed comes in. I need to finish wiring it, and I only got a few days because we got to order feed. So I'm using this trash can here. I did turn the fans back on so you can hear a little air. That was the best investment, the fans. Got it mixed pretty good. Now we're going to go ahead and drag it up to this batch. We do this 4 times a day to keep that trough full. We want them to eat all the time. And you can tell they do because they gain weight gains. So I'm going to go ahead and dump this trash can. So most of the time they're always full, so they're not always pushing. They'll push here a little bit. But you can see we do have it mixed pretty good. And lots of corn in there. Fiber. Let them gain weight. You got those fats over there, they're just eating away. Barn's quiet, nice looking color. Healthy cattle. Lots of fresh air with those fans. Again, big investment. I think it's going to pay for it in the long run. If you guys would know what it's like in here with all this body heat, they're happy, they're wagging their tails, no one's laying around crying. So I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta check a calf up with a hoop house for the farmer's son, and I hear the pigs in the background. They're doing well too. And we did put a video out this morning cleaning this pen out, fresh straw, and you can see it's a little wet there to where they stand. Here comes Owen. That's farmer's son's favorite calf in this batch. There's Brownie up there. That's out of one of my Holstein. It's, that's being milked at the present time. So we have 7-7 here. She's growing real nice. And we got, this is our newest calf we just picked up, not tagged yet. They like their little pens, the 2 twins. Here's some more tobacco fertilizer. We're gonna refer tobacco as cash crop in all our videos now, so for you guys who are just coming here, we have too many people that just don't like it, and the way it provides income to the farmers of America. Work hard, should get paid good. So this is for our cash crop. So if you ask what we're planting, it's a cash crop. And you can send me a private message or a postcard in the mail, P.O. Box 16, Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. If you have any questions, certain ones will not get answered anymore, and it's a shame we have to go that way. But there's people out there that just anti-farming, and that's the way it is. So, and you have kids that don't know anything about farming. But anyway, there's the grain bin, $3,800 set up there and ready to go. Auger, motor, can't go wrong with that price. So I'll be able to pull a TMR mixer out there and do all my mixing with barley in the ag bags there, corn silage behind me, and get them on a good diet, lots of weight gain. So I'm going to go up here and check to see how these calves are doing, and see what else we can get ourselves into for the evening. So this is a Hurricane. As you can see, we did put some plastic up. It's white on the outside, reflects the heat, and it's actually really nice today. Well, because it's a rainy day anyway. But I mean, I did not want to put more calves in here, but we had a big chunk of plastic left over from the ag bag, and doing really well. You can see the birth dates there, 5/31, 5/31/18, and they're solid calves. And then we got Tunk on the end, but I just want to pull out Hurricane here. Massive calves. I mean, they're doing really well. So he's finishing up the last calf. We'll go down here and see him maybe. So Hercules, they're all happy. So anyway, I'm going to end this video here, I guess. It's getting pretty long. Any questions, always leave them in the comment section. If I don't get back to them, it's because you asked something that I'm not going to answer. So if you want to do anything with cash crop, refer to cash crop to me, and I'll explain in a little more detail on that product. This here was my very first cash crop planter. This will plant tomatoes, peppers, or whatever you want, but it's a 2-row. I had it restored. It's a little dirty. I had some Amish using it, but everything was done by hand. You set the trays here, the plants, you stick them in every time you hear a click. This is the old Hershey planter with modifications. So if you have any questions on the old Hershey planter, and didn't always start out with the nicest stuff, this is where you need to start in the beginning. Use what you can get and afford, and then upgrade as you do quality cash crop products. As always, leave your comments. I got 3 calves here I'm going to tag quick. There's the birth dates, and I'll just put the numbers on and finish that up for the night. So these are some of the tools I use. There's there's the tags, and we'll go ahead and put numbers on. Very important to keep our calves tagged with the birth dates, just so we know when to wean them at 6 weeks. Some calves don't perform as good. Some calves could be weaned before 6 weeks. It all depends on how they are developing. So as always, we'll talk to you later, and enjoy your evening or early morning or wherever you're at. And just special thanks to all the new subscribers. Check out some of our older videos to get caught up on the stories we have going here on the farm. So, all right, I think I said enough. If you're not aware of what we're doing or what our operation is, leave a comment and I'll try to answer it, and we'll go from there. Talk to you later.